Hello YouTube. All right, I'm back with another video. So the video today is going to be for the Twin Flame Collective. I have been getting the nudge to get a video out for the collective for a little bit now. So I'm hoping that this video will come through clearly and concisely. There's a couple of things that came through as I was just like meditating a little bit on this energy. So before I get into that, let me first say my introduction. So my name is Rachel. I'm a psychic intuitive. I work with your higher self. I work with your spirit team and the divine to bring messages through me to you. So if you found yourself to my channel, then there is a reason for that, and hopefully you get what you need out of this reading here today. Okay, so I'm doing this very early in the morning, so if I look tired, that is why. But I just felt compelled to get up and do this message. I think it's important. We're closing out November, and there's something about the closing of this month that is that's important, right? So yeah, we're gonna get into it. When I was meditating on this energy, a few things came through. The Lyrans came through, and they're big in this reading for some reason, heavy in this reading. So maybe you are familiar with the lion. Well, yes, lions. Yes, lions. So maybe you're a Leo. Maybe, you know, I've got heavy Leo energy coming through. But also the Lyrans, Lyran star seeds. Now, I do know that Lyrans, people who are Leos are going to, you know, more than likely come from the Lyran constellation, the Lyran star seed family. Also Vegans, because they come from the star system of Vega. So maybe that is resonant with you in some way. I also pulled the Mystical Cat Tarot to be using today to amplify some of the energies that are coming through. So maybe you feel maybe that is relevant, I think, to the Lyrans as well. But I saw them in my mind's eye when I was meditating. So I do feel like that is important. So I'm going to mention it. Also, when I was asking for protection in this reading, I heard my candles. I use my candles to scribe while I'm doing these readings, and my candle was popping. So it might be important for you at this time to make sure that you are protecting your energy. Okay, clearing any because that's when it started popping, when I was asking for protection in this reading. So protecting your energy is going to be important right now. Yeah, and then the other message that came through is not gaslighting yourself into thinking that your connection with your twin flame is not real. For some reason, that is coming through strongly as well. Is the collective right now is there's some kind of, maybe I'm hearing like a, take it if it resonates, I'm hearing like a spiritual warfare, right, going on with these connections, right? There may be entities that are trying to get you to believe that your twin flame is not your twin flame. If you found yourself to my channel, you are definitely on a twin flame journey. So you know, yeah, there's that. Okay, I was initially also not sure if I was going to make this video about the divine feminine or the divine masculine, but I feel as though this is going to be just yeah, confirmation there, an overall message for the twin flame collective, plus I was initially only going to light one candle and I ended up lighting two. So to me, that is like twin flames, you know, pretty literal there. Okay, so we're going to, let's get into the tarot. What, Spirit, what do you have, what message do you have for the Twin Flame Collective, please? What message do you have for the Twin Flame Collective? Emperor did pop out as well when I was pre-shuffling the cards. So, yeah. Three of Sky. And the 10 of Sea. So the 10 of Sea is the 10 of Cups. Okay. Wow. And the 3 of Sky, which is the 3 of Swords. So there is, and I have a crab here, so Cancer energy is important. There is a coming together here that I'm seeing after a period of conflict. There were some things that were broken here in the relationship. I'm being brought to like these broken pots here. There was some miscommunication. There was some third-party energies involved as well that contributed to this miscommunication. I'm seeing this this cat here separated from these two cats, right? And this is the cat here is the one knocking the pots over, right? So there's something about an outside energy that was trying to create diversions, that was trying to create conflict within this dynamic, right? But the closeness of these two cats, like this is not a I hear try as you may, you're not going to be able to distract this dynamic, right? These two cats are still very close. So even though this other energy was trying to distract this dynamic, this is still leading to this 10 of Cups. There is creative energy as well. When you and your twin flame come together, you may be you're going to be creating. you might be creating a lot of things, right? Look at all those kittens. You could be potentially, if you are of childbearing age, you could be producing offspring. But with all of this energy as well, all of this brand new energy, I'm getting multiple creations, multiple avenues of creation. So even if you're not of childbearing age and you're not, or you're not looking to have children, you are going to be creating with your twin flame, and you're going to be creating, there is going to be a lot that you're going to be creating with your twin flame. There's not just one avenue of creation. I'm looking at multiple avenues of creation. Stuff that is emotionally fulfilling for people. with that Cancer energy. The home is going to be significant. Having an emotionally fulfilling home life as well. Cancer rules the home, family. And this is going to be a bond that is unbreakable. I'm getting like the, like that hard shell of the crab, right? This is a bond that's going to be tough on the exterior, right? But soft on the inside, kind of like that Cancer energy. You're not going to be able to disrupt this bond. I'm coming back to these pots and this cat that is trying to distract these two here by pushing these pots over, creating these diversions. This is not going to be, there are going to be outside sources that are going to try to disrupt this union, but it's not, but they won't be successful. I'm hearing 1111 on the timer. 1111 might be significant for you. It's also a mirrored number. The November 11th portal could be significant for you as well. I've got the floating cat here, which is the Hanged Man. The number 12 could be significant. The number 3 could be significant. This, this bond is in a holding pattern right now. There is a need for contemplation. I'm being drawn to the blue in this card as well. Oh, okay. There may be some communication that is coming through. The Divine Masculine could be thinking about communicating to you. There's a lot that the Divine Masculine is holding back and wanting to communicate. Because I'm being drawn to the vines in this card as well. How all of these vines are kind of connecting all of these blue flowers, these blue energies. There's a lot here. There's a lot in their energy that they are needing to communicate, and they're thinking about this at this time. Yeah, thinking about what to communicate to the Divine Feminine. And this could be, I'm being brought back to this card. If you're familiar with cats, you know that most male cats are orange. So this could be a male that was creating a diversion as well. What else, Spirit? We've got the Sea Queen here. Okay. The Sea Queen, which is the Queen of Cups. Okay, what about the Queen of Cups, Spirit? Give me more, please. What about the Queen of Cups? What about the Queen of Cups, Spirit? The Four of Sea. The Four of Cups. resting in your divine feminine, supportive energy. We've got lobsters here as well. And the Six of C, the Six of Cups. So this gives me the divine feminine's energy right now. The divine feminine has been relaxing. You are in like your emotional center. You're very emotionally 555 on the timer too. 1555, excuse me. I'll say that a lot where it'll be if I'm looking at a specific number sequence. So if it's 1555 and I say 555, it's the 555 that I'm looking at. Okay. But let's back it back up. So the feminine energy is is centered. It's very centered. She's in her emotional center, right? You're not carried away by the outside noise, the outside chaos, if you will. You're not being pulled emotionally in different directions. If you are finding yourself even off course, you are bringing yourself back into center. So the divine feminine energy right now is very centered, very relaxed, very in her sovereignty, in emotionally just very grounded, very regal, not being tossed around by the tides. I'm hearing playful, yes. Okay, anything else here? The tarot. Wow, jeez Louise. The Empress, yes. And Fire Kitten. The number 3 again. So 333 could be important. Yeah, so it's interesting, right? Because the divine feminine energy is coming through heavy in this reading, specifically. And you are in the feminine energy, the divine feminine collective right now is in their creative. You're in your creative energy right now. You're in you're taking inspired actions right now as well. You're very focused. You're very focused right now. And you're relaxed. You are relaxed and you are focused and you are taking inspired action. Your energy is so grounded. You are in a lot of the divine feminines right now are creating. They're and that's where this inspired action is coming from with this Fire Kitten, right? You're being given the green light to inspired action, to creation. So whatever it is that you have been called to create, the Divine Feminine Collective right now is doing that. And they're very focused. You're very focused in this as well, which is amazing. Yeah, the Divine Feminine energy is just so centered and so peaceful and so just moving this along, I think. I'm using the Moonology Oracle deck right now. Yeah. Confidence is your key to success. We've got the new moon in Leo. Again, I feel like this is that Lyran energy coming through. The Lyrans have been big in this collective right now. So I feel like the Lyran energy is the Lyrans are working with this collective right now, with the Twin Flame Collective, bolstering confidence in the collective. The Twin Flame Collective is going to be seen, right? So even with this this orange energy, I'm getting like the solar plexus chakra is coming online. The Lyrans are likely working with the collective to build confidence. Some of us are like what I'm doing right now, like doing these videos and putting YouTube videos out. You might be creating content. You could be creating music. You could be creating art. This is all meant to be seen. This is all meant to be seen by people, right? And the Lyrans are working with this collective to bring this energy through, to build the confidence to be seen. Okay. Yes, confidence. Yes. Confidence is your key to success. The new moon in Leo. New moon energy is the energy of creation, the energy of something that is starting to form, right? It's like that clean slate. Building a clean slate is what I'm getting. Yes. Expect powerful change. The new moon eclipse. Yes, so powerful change. So eclipse energy is very like magnetic, right? So I'm getting like there's a magnetism here. There's a magnetism in this twin flame dynamic right now too. There's a magnetism in the divine feminine, but there's also, this is bringing the divine feminine, divine masculine energies together. Very powerful. And new moon energy is, and this is all new moon energy. So this is new. All of this is just starting, right? Yeah, all of this is just starting. Let me see if there's anything additional in the guidebook for these cards that might be helping to bring this energy through. New moon in Leo right here. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you, when you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. Yes. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. Okay, some of you may be creating kids, okay? I don't know. Some of you may be, some of you may be creating kids, creating a family. Additional meanings for this card: it's time for you to show the world what you've got. Shine your light, have some pride, spoil yourself. You've earned it. You've turned someone's head. Yes, you have. There's a magnetism here. The divine masculine is really feeling the energy of the divine feminine. I'm getting very divine feminine energy here. This is definitely the divine feminine's energy, right? And you're magnetic, you're attractive. This is very heavy in the divine feminine. So this is more of a divine feminine reading, but it's also speaking of this connection as well. I'm going to read the teaching on this card. Leo is a sign of big and brave-hearted lion, of pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card in the Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. The divine feminine, keep in mind, what I'm getting from this is if you are not out there having a good time, which I pick up on the collective is right now having a good time. I mean, I'm going back to this card in my mind's eye, right? You are in your essence right now, right? You're having fun. You're in you're in your joyful era is what I meant to say. Is there an error somewhere? You're in your joyful era, right? And so keep doing that. Keep having fun. Keep having a good time. Keep showing yourself, putting yourself out there, because this is bringing that magnetism towards you. Okay, let me go to the new moon eclipse. Full moon. Let's see, new moon eclipse. Must be eclipse, let's see. Un momento, por favor. Let's see. There it is. New moon eclipse. Okay. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and the events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm coming back to this card here. So there's going to be energies. There's going to be outside energies trying to create diversions, trying to create distractions for this dynamic. It's not going to work, but it's something to be mindful of, okay? There are powerful energies at work, but be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Yes, absolutely. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason, and you'll appreciate it. You'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There's nothing to fear. Yeah, so all of this is new energy, right? A lot of this is new energy, creative energy. It's not about going back into the past and drudging up old dark memories, old energies. All of this is new creative energy, right? So if you haven't worked through, and I'm getting the Divine Feminine Collective, most of you have already worked through a lot of these past issues, past dynamics, past energies, right? But if you have not, now is your time to do that. We want to close out November. I'm hearing close out November on a clean slate, right? We want to move into December with new moon energy, okay? Attuned to the moon, it says, never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Additional meanings for this card: yes, yes, and 1,000 times yes. Okay, you're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. Absolutely. And the teaching of this card: the new moon eclipses are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess or spirit, to turn you instead to face the direction you'll actually need to go, regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening. When you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. Yes. So I was being brought back to that card. Like, this card for some reason keeps coming through. You are going to have the desired change, right? Nothing will divide this energy. Okay, I had to stop the camera because my daughter came in. So, that goes back to that, distractions. But also, it's funny because my kids, both of my kids are Leos as well. So Leo might be heavy, in this reading. There might be a Leo that's the distraction, okay? There might be a Leo who is the distraction, but also Leo energy is the sun, and the sun is the divine masculine. So these could be energies of the divine masculine, kind of the divine masculine higher self collective, bringing these through for the divine feminine collective as well. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to that spirit wants to bring forth in this reading. It feels kind of succinct, but just want to make sure that there's no other energies that need to pull through here. Okay, we got something. Okay, so we've got the mutable moon, okay? It says nothing is yet set in stone, okay? Nothing is yet set in stone. It's always important to make sure that we are keeping our expectations open, right? Keeping the expectations open. And I'm getting like the water, the water is very choppy, right? So although the divine feminine collective is very is like navigating these choppy waters, right? You're navigating these with grace. the Divine Masculine Collective might not be navigating these choppy waters with grace, okay? So just keep in mind that nothing is set in stone, as this card suggests here, and just being open to all of the possibilities, right? Being open to every possibility. Let me read this card as well, just to make sure that there's nothing additional there. Mutable Moon. Mutable is all about change, and you could be a mutable sign as well. The mutable signs that I know that come to mind is Pisces, Gemini, and I think Libra. Mutable is all about change, shape-shifting, even shape-shifting, even that something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized, okay? If you're not happy with the current state of play, that is marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable, okay? For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone. Yeah. So some of you might be feeling as though there is a finality to a specific outcome. And what Spirit is trying to say is what you're thinking may not be what it actually is, okay? What it appears to be may not be what it is. So that's really important. I know, attuned to the moon, it says, I know that the best will unfold for me. Everything is working out for your greater good, okay? Additional meanings for this card: you're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Take out those distractions. Clear your energy, okay? Clear your energetic aura. Have you become distracted? Time to focus, right? Yes, take out those distracted energies. Stay with it whatever it means to you. In the teaching in astrology, there are 3 so-called quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius. Okay, here we go. Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. There we go. And when the moon is in one of these signs, you know there's going to be more flexibility in a situation. And I think the moon currently in Pisces? I think the moon is in Pisces right now. Anytime you pull this card, it suggests there's an opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. 38:38 on the timer as when I woke up. Okay. Yes, that is the message for the Twin Flame Collective. I'm going to leave it here. If you felt resonant with this message, please don't hesitate to like this video. If you feel resonant with my energy, please don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below if you have anything to comment. If you want to add any additional information, I'd love to read your comment as well. And until next time, thank you so much for your energy and your time, and I'll talk to you next time.